All right, everybody. Welcome back to the greatest pop culture podcast in the history of the world. And that is the Top 5 Podcast. And you are here because 1,000 dozen million reasons, but mostly because you think Annie and I are really cool and you like our neat take on pop culture things. And so, yeah, did I already say who I am? I'm Kris McPeak. And joining me today, as per always, is Annie Pruitt. Hello. Hello. We've been spending a lot of Zoom time together, which I like very much.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. We are seriously rocking through this new theme. It's really not very new anymore because we're having so much fun with it. But we are doing the A to Z song countdown. And Annie, which letter is our sponsor for today?
We are going with the letter J. And
Letter J.
For jewelry.
Jewelry. All right. Yeah. I'm very excited. I had to dig a little bit for this.
I did too.
Because it didn't just rise to the top. One thing rose to the top, and it's funny to me. Actually, two things did. We just talked about one of these groups yesterday. In any case, I'll go first. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I am first going with 24 Karat Magic by the beautiful and sexy Bruno Mars. And this song's just fun. And it's really more talking about the gold in the environment of like what it's like to have 24 karat magic in the air. But this song in particular is fun for me because when we were doing a music video, our last music video before COVID, this song was popular. And my contact over at Strategic Communications and Marketing said, you can do this Bruno Mars song or you can do this Bruno Mars song. And the other one was the one that I was able to write lyrics to faster, but 24 Karat Magic would have been fun too. So anyway, just, Bruno Mars, he's fun.
Yes. And in fact, that I love that song, not because so much Bruno Mars, but because on Lip Sync Battle, Zendaya does 24 karat.
I remember that. Yes.
Against Tom Holland, and she so clearly loses to Tom Holland doing Umbrella. So, yeah, that's a good one.
Like, seriously, we could just do our favorite. We could do a top 5 show just on Lip Sync Battle people.
Oh, easily. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd be fun. All right.
Yeah. So if that had made my list, it would have been the Bruno Mars. Well, it would have been Bruno Mars, but it would have been Zendaya lip syncing it to
exactly.
Yes. So okay. So that's number 5 to me.
Yes.
Okay. I'm kind of breaking the rules a little bit. It's just that there is a gemstone in the title of the song. Yeah. Okay. And that would be probably one of my all-time favorite songs by the Rolling Stones, Ruby Tuesday. So even though he may be referring to Ruby as a name, it's still Ruby is a gemstone, and it happens to be my birthstone. So I had to find a way to work it in there, right?
I love it.
And I certainly was not going to use the Kenny Rogers Ruby Don't Take Your Love to Town because that is not on my top 5 at all.
No.
Yes. So Ruby Tuesday, it's when I was just a little 9-year-old kid and we had the Rolling Stones on vinyl, I would always skip to that one. It's my favorite.
Yeah,
the Hot
Rocks album with the. Wait, was that the first greatest hits record? Was it called Hot Rocks?
Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure that was the first big greatest hits album. Yeah, and
that was pretty much the only Rolling Stone album I had for a long time until Tattoo You came out, and I bought Tattoo You at Walmart for $5.96.
Yes, which was also a great album.
Okay, so number 4 to me.
Yes.
Okay. My number 4 is a Prince classic, although he might have been the symbol by then. I don't recall completely, and that is Diamonds and Pearls. Although that's the title song of the album Diamonds and Pearls. It's not my favorite song from that album, but, why not? It's Prince. It's a great song, and Diamonds and Pearls are jewelry. I have some diamonds, and I have some pearls, and I wear them, and fun. And shit, how can you not like Prince?
You can't not love Prince.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Prince.
That was a very, very good album, just all around.
All around.
And of course, when you start Googling songs about jewelry, that's like one of the first ones that come up. Yeah, but I remember when all the music videos came out when we were in college. So I liked the music video to Cream better. Let me just say.
Yes.
Two girls that dance. Yep. They were not. Okay. So that is number 4 to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one's a little on the off the beaten path at per Rouge for Annie. It's a song called Gold by the band Sleeping with Sirens. And
Sleeping with Silence or Sirens?
Sirens. Sleeping with Sirens. Yes. And basically the chorus is all we ever want is gold. Or that's not the chorus. That's the outro and the intro. And part of the lyrics are all we want is gold. All we want is gold. So it's about learning from your mistakes, and it's never too late. And they'll find your way back. Yes, that's literally what it says. We had to learn the hard way because all we ever want is gold. We made our mistakes. It's not too late. We had to learn the hard way. So there you go. It's emo alternative. At least there's no screaming in this particular song because this band does have a tendency to do a little screamo stuff. This one's a little more subdued. So,
all right.
It's a good one. It's a good one. How about that?
I've not ever heard of this organization, group, band, whatever they are.
And that's okay.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. Okay, I am taking a page out of your book in the gem category, and I'm going to go with Topaz by the B-52s, which is on their Cosmic Thing album. It's not a song I play often. But there's a bunch of songs on that album I really, really like. Although Love Shack needs to just go away and never come back, unless you're going to sing the nasty version that Karen and Roger wrote. But this is, some B-52 songs really don't have any meaning to them. They're just ethereal manifestation of meditation. And that's kind of like what this is, because they're just gazing out to sea, and blue dolphins are singing, and minds swim in ecstasy, clear planet, ever free, Topaz. So I'm excited to put this on the list because, like I said, it's not something I play on that record a lot, but I don't think I've had a B-52 song in any of our...
Did you have Rock Lobster? I don't know.
Rock Lobster and the Animals, you are correct.
Okay.
But this is a great record regardless.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Some faves.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with, this was my obvious choice because you know me and I love the Beatles, and I couldn't not have Beatles on my list. So my number 3, I got to go with Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Yeah.
I do not like the version of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds in the movie. My brain. Where's my brain?
The Sgt. Pepper movie?
No, not the Sgt. Pepper movie. Bless my poor brain is just done. Across the Universe. That goddamn.
Across the Universe. Okay.
Yeah, I did not love that version of it. So I'm kind of a purist. I don't even really like Elton John's version of it. I'm a purist I only like the Beatles' original recording of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And I still think it's funny that when we grew up, our dad was saying how people would say it was an allusion to LSD, that Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Yeah.
Like that just seems like so like nowadays that just seems so ludicrous. And
it's funny though, because I don't know where I read this or if I saw it in MTV, I don't remember, but there's a theory, I suppose, that there's a divide between the types of Beatles music that existed, and it's like the Red Apple album of greatest hits and then the Blue Apple album.
Yeah.
So everything the Beatles wrote and performed was before drugs and then during drugs, apparently. But if it
was really more before their trip to India and then after their...
All right, that's fair. That's fair. It was told to me differently, but yeah, that's all good. But it's, the Red Greatest Hits album is more of the traditional corny poppy stuff, and then the Blue Greatest Hits album is more of that, ethereal.
Yeah. Well, but also, look at the time. The Red album was 62 to 66. So hippies weren't dead. Like 67 to 70, and that, which was the Blue album. That's when peace, love, and happiness became
exactly.
That's what it was. So
the original Summer of Love.
Yeah, and they were part of that. So
all right, cool.
Yeah.
Number 2 is from Kiss, and it is called Black Diamond.
Okay.
And I on the double platinum album, I can't remember if this is it's on side one or if it's on side two of album one. But yeah, it starts out really slow and there's great harmony, and then they kind of go into the jam. But it's a Black Diamond and it's Kiss. So I don't know what else I need to say. This is I really do like this song. If I were making a Kiss playlist, I should probably do that. This would definitely be on it. Yeah. So that's
I listened to it as a potential honorable mention for me because it's not on my normal playlist. So I thought I'd kind of be cheating if I did that because I don't know the song well. So I was going to give a shout out to Kiss, but yeah.
It's funny because it's really, in terms of the concept of songs about jewelry, this is more like the concept of songs where there's jewelry named somewhere. This isn't really about, I don't know, but I would be curious to know what the concept is of Black Diamond in this song. Out on the street for a living, pictures only begun, got you under their thumb. So I'm sure, there's some background to all that.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Always.
Okay, that would be number
Dose.
Me. Okay. This was a hard playlist for me, and I really had to dig into lyrics and get beyond just song titles.
Yeah.
So my number two for two reasons. By U2, it's a song called All I Want Is You. And the lyrics go, you say you want diamonds on a ring of gold. You say you want the story to remain untold. So it kind of goes through all I want is you. At one point, another part of the lyrics is, you say you'll give me a highway with no one on it, treasure just to look upon it, all the riches in the night. So it's kind of like, you could give me any amount of jewelry, any amount of diamonds, any amount of gold, etc. But really, when it comes down to it, all I want is you. And I love this song for two reasons. Number one, Bonner wrote it to his wife, who they'd been married for over 32 years now, which, cool. So it's a love song. It's a real love song, but also it's in the movie Reality Bites. And it's like the build-up song for when Ethan Hawke and Winona Ryder kind of, they've slept together and now they're going through their awkwardness and they're figuring shit out, So it's just, I love it because it's from that movie. But I love the Rattle and Hum album. So that was the album that was on. That's kind of one of the first movies it's kind of a rockumentary, if you will.
Yeah.
Is that what you would call it? I didn't like U2 before I watched that movie. And now it turned me into a huge believer.
I have never seen it, but I have listened to the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's
probably something I should for definitely watch.
Yeah.
Concert films. I see some things, like I still haven't seen Stop Making Sense.
No, not yet.
The Talking Heads.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need to. And if you wanted, Truth or Dare is, like you say, part documentary, part concert film.
Yeah.
But the Prince Sign of the Times, I definitely need to see. And I was cursing myself about 2 weeks ago because they were showing it on the big screen at an AMC theater, and I really need to go do this. And I didn't. I'm very upset about that.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
All right. So that was cheating a little bit, but it was very clear in the lyrics. There's jewelry in the lyrics. So there you go.
I love it.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. My honorable mention, I don't know. I think this song is ironic because it sort of sounds like the one thing, and if you know the lingo, it's actually something else. But I'm gonna go with Pearl Necklace by ZZ Top. She really upset with me again. I didn't give her what she likes. I don't know what to tell her, don't know what to say. Everything got funky last night. It was really fun. And I was blown away until I asked her what she wanted. This is what she had to say. And I always thought it was she wore a pearl necklace, but it says she want a pearl necklace. So I'm sorry, can't help myself. It had to be on the list. It is an irony, dirty pun kind of rock song.
Okay.
And for years, I never knew who sang it. I didn't know it was a ZZ Top song. I had a friend was I a hall manager then? Yes, in grad school. And I can't remember his last name. He was twins. They were twins, Chad and Clint. They were both athletes on the track team. Chad was a pole vaulter and an RA, and he made me this mixtape that was really fun and had tons of people on it, tons of songs that I didn't know, but I love now. And that song was on it. And I keep going back to thinking like, oh my God, that was ZZ Top. I thought it was somebody else. So anyway, that's that story.
Okay. I'm going in a completely opposite direction. Sorry. I'm going from Pearl Necklace. My honorable mention is the classic Christmas song, 12 Days of Christmas. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings. And so you get to hear that 7 times and 7 or 8 times.
Oh my God. Okay, so but now, is there a specific version of 12 Days of Christmas that we're talking about? Because
all right, so there's the classic version. Now, you can't say the Bob and Doug McKenzie because they go with 5 golden toques, which is not jewelry. And then the 12 Pains of Christmas, it's 5 months of bills. So I can't use any of my favorite, alternate versions. So just, the classic one that you hear when you're walking through the grocery store. Walmart, yeah.
I'll find those Keith Haring eggs. What the hell were they called again? Very Special Christmas. I'll look.
Yeah.
Someone probably did it on that. But now, okay, so I'm thinking about one of my favorite Andy Williams albums, and that would be Andy Williams' Christmas album with that crazy big picture of his face on the red background. And he did a version. It was called A Song on a Christmas Tree, and they changed things around a little bit. I'm looking to see if there's any jewelry in this one. 4 colored lights, 3 boughs of holly, 2 candy canes, silver bells, candles are glowing, gold and silver tinsel.
Yes, there was a lot of gold and silver in Christmas songs. I'm like, I can't go with the obvious. Yeah. But I do love me some 12 Days of Christmas, partially because it inspired so many other versions.
Yes. And that record, Linda Zernite and I used to hold the album in front of our face and I'm Andy Williams. Andy Williams. Dad said I couldn't say Andy, so I said Handy.
Andy. Okay.
Andy Williams.
Oh, Lordy.
All right. It's number 1 to me.
Number 1 to you.
All right. I went back and forth between Material Girl and Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and so what I decided to do instead was just do Sparkling Diamonds from Moulin Rouge.
What?
Started this at karaoke too, and it's pretty fun. So it's mostly the song Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, but they work in a little bit of Material Girl because, everything in Moulin Rouge is pretty much a mashup in some cases, but I could not help myself. I thought that movie is fantastic. It's super fun. And that's a great scene.
That is an awesome film.
And Nicole Kidman can sing.
I loved her in every single scene except for when she originally kind of meets him before she knows who he is. Other than that,
Elephant Love Medley.
Yeah. Oh, I love that scene.
There's no way because Mark is gay.
Yeah. So I saw the Broadway version, and I was super impressed because they worked in some other modern music. And it's probably in my top 5 favorite Broadway performances that I've ever seen.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's coming to Pantages this
season.
And I'm still flirting around with, buying that mini package.
You should definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 6 is coming back too.
Okay. Very good.
All right. Now, number 1 to Annie.
All right. Well, Levy says hi.
Levy.
Okay. So my number 1 is not, of course, I'm going to go with an alternative version, but the Lord song Royals, only I like the version as sung by Youth in Revolt. And it was one of the songs that they did on these Punk Goes Pop albums.
Oh,
There's a punk band doing a cover of Royals. So they get a little bit of screaming in there, and that's what I like about it. It's a little faster, a little more guitar. So it's more rock to me. It's more my speed. So of course, the song. I've ever seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and there's jewelry kind of in and out and throughout the song.
I love it.
So yeah, I like Lord. She's fun. She's all good. However, she's like, I wouldn't listen to her normally. Using her role, really freaking love the cover. I love so if you ever get a chance to check out the Punk Goes Pop albums, it's punk bands doing like Bruno Mars and Taylor Swift and shit like that.
Oh,
and
I'm gonna have to look that up right now.
It's a different take, and there's a bunch of them that this cool artist versus poet does Bad Romance. So all these different bands, and really like it opened my eyes to a lot of really small indie bands that.
Oh my god, there's like
love.
There's like 8 versions of this.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And all of they're just really, really good covers. And it's not tongue in cheek. They're like, these are legit, like good covers of the songs. So
never heard of some of these bands.
So there we go. That's my number one is Royals as sung by Youth in Revolt.
Oh, very fun. Okay, now I'm going to go down the rabbit hole of Pop Goes Punk. I'm very excited. Okay, let's recap, and you will go first for the recap.
Yes. Okay. Honorable mention 12 Days of Christmas, just because. And then 5-1 Ruby Tuesdays by the Rolling Stone, because Ruby is my birthstone. And then Gold, Sleeping with Sirens, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles, All I Want Is You by U2, and Royals as sung by Youth in Revolt. My
honorable mention was, yes, Pearl Necklace by ZZ Top, not a freaking playlist of mine. 5-1, 24 Karat Magic, Bruno Mars, Diamonds and Pearls, Prince, Topaz, B-52s, Black Diamond, Kiss, and Sparkling Diamonds by Moulin, from the Moulin Rouge movie soundtrack as performed by Nicole Kidman.
I love it. That's awesome. That's a kick-ass playlist right there.
This will be a fun one too. I know. I love it when our playlists kind of go all over the place.
Yeah.
Our playlists are never overly obvious, I guess, if I say it that way.
Now I almost did Single Ladies as my honorable mention, by the way, not because I like the song, but because I like the SNL skit with Justin Timberlake when he's in the black jumpsuit.
Oh, yeah.
With the backup dancers. Yeah. But I otherwise
in that vein, I'm going to bring up Glee, because I don't know that they did a mashup of it, but it is a song that features prominently in one of the episodes when Kurt's the kicker for the football team.
Oh, he does, yeah.
He needs the Single Lady song to keep going. And with that in mind, I am actually thinking I totally forgot about the cover of Gold Digger that they did with Mr. Schuster doing the rap part. And that was our first chance to hear Will Schuster rap. And it was, I'd so much rather listen to that version than, is that a Kanye West song? I think it's.
Yeah, that's
anyway. Yeah. Okay, so another letter is in the books. And yeah, that's all there is to say for today. So for Annie Pruitt and Kris McPeak, you have been listening to the Top 5 Podcast. And you know the drill. Share the episode, subscribe to the show, follow us on YouTube, hit the notification bell, blah, 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 all of the things. And yeah, we will catch up with you on the flip side.
I love it.